Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for coming to our Wednesday afternoon call. It's the last Wednesday of March, and things are moving fast. It's like a roller coaster. We're building momentum, and now we get to the top of this year, and we're starting to go down and picking up speed. And organization is always important. The more we do, the better. You need to be organized. You need to have your folders on your computer so you know where to put things. Again, you want to have a folder on your computer that says the major folder saying my business or work at home business, or work from home, whatever you want to put in there, so you know it's the business, and then start adding your folders underneath that of your major items, your wine, your Velveeta, and everything else that you eventually are working on and will work on. You just keep adding it, and then of course you add it to my drive also. Well, today, as part of the organizing of your information, Joel's going to help us out by teaching us, showing us how to organize Gmail templates. Okay, so get your pad and something to write with, and Joel, take it away, please.
All right. You can all hear me okay, right? Everyone can hear me? Sweet. Okay. So I know, I've had questions in the past to know if there's any way to organize Gmail templates. So as we know, anyone who uses Gmail templates, how messy it can get. So let me share my screen and get started here. All right, just go here, share screen. And I'm gonna share me. We don't need video, or we don't need sound. So okay, so you can see me, right? My screen here. Okay, so let me just give you an example here. All right, here. Oh, let me get to it here. Oh yeah, that's the right one. Okay. So as we can see, we go into compose, and this thing, move it up. Okay, so, and if we go over to templates, you see the list in here. You see all the list of all the templates, but I mean there's really no way to organize in here or move up or down. The only way to organize in here is by by modifying a template, and now then move it up to the top, which is okay, but there's I found a much easier way of doing that. Okay, so what I did, what I would actually recommend doing before even using this tool is create a document and copy all of your templates in the document. Okay, so that's what I've done here. So I have all of my templates in here, and I've actually been going through them, saying which ones are old, which ones are new, if they need to be deleted. Okay, and just that's just how I did it. But okay, and so that's that. And so let me get my presentation, and I will show you the tool that I have. Here, where is it? Also here. Sorry, here. All right, so let's get started here.
Hey, Joel, can I make a suggestion?
Please do.
Since things are changing so quickly here, I would add a date to the top of it and just don't copy that date, when you're.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I agree. Yeah. So are you talking about like in my, oh yeah, so you mean for each template, like in here, you mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I think that's actually a great idea for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so let's start the slideshow. All right, so we're doing organizing templates in Gmail. Okay, so as I said, welcome to email template organization. I know to a lot of people that's kind of a bright light in your ears, knowing that yes, it is actually possible to organize your email templates in Gmail. Okay, so the program I use is called MAILVIBES, and let's all say hello to Happy, or Happy, because he makes me very happy. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is go to the Chrome web store. You can do a search in Google for the web store, and you want to click on the extensions, and then do a search for MAILVIBES. Now, remember, it's called MAILVIBES, and there's no space in between mail and vibes. Okay, that's very important. So you want to do that, and then once you find it, you click on Add Extension. Okay, and then we'll get this little window here. You obviously want to do Start. Okay, and then we go through now. So step one, you obviously need to enter in your first and last name, and then for this part here, where what describes what you do, I chose marketing. I think really marketing is probably the best one. Okay, so you choose that, and then you're just gonna give this answer. How much experience do you have with cold email campaigns? So just do whatever you want there. I chose a 4. Okay, and then step 2 is optional. So if you want to try a premium, that's fine. You can do that, and then you get that for 30 days, and then after that it's $19.99. But if you don't want to do it, just leave it blank and click on Get Started with MAILVIBES. Okay, now the difference between the basic and premium, there are some nice differences, but the whole reason why I'm using MAILVIBES is for organization of my email templates. And with that, I can do that just with the basic. You also have with the basic, you also have email tracking, which if I have time, I will show you what that does. But this is just a list of the differences. Okay. So once we've done that, you're going to choose the account that you want to add the email vibes to, and then you need to grant permission to email vibes, and then you need to give email vibes mass email permission. Okay. And once we've done that, okay, so once the installation is done, you're going to click on the compose button to create a new email. Once you've done that, then I will actually give you a demonstration of how it's done, but you want to click on this little icon once you're in the email to create a new template, or to open up the templates, and then create a new template. Okay, so that's how it's installed. Now let me show you how it's done. Okay, so we're going to go into email. Okay, and so let me just go here. So we're going to click on compose, and then down the bottom here. So this is actually how you know it's installed, because it's got this little box down here, and as well the send button turns purple. Okay, so we're going to click on templates. I already have some in here, but you can do new template. Okay, so what I will do is I will show you how to add a new one in here. So this one here, and I'm going to do my PBS session number 2. So I just copy this, and it ends here. Okay, copy that. Oh, actually, before I do that, I just remembered what I got to do here. You want to actually, in this email, right here, you want to actually add your link in here for the wine program. Okay, so the way that you do that, this, we want to move this down, and so go to your Find Wines page, and then just copy the link. So my link is right here. Copy that. I'm going to go back into here and just paste it in there. Okay. And take this out of here. Okay. And then we're gonna copy this. Okay. Copy. And then we're gonna go back into email, into the template, and paste it in here. Now, take this out, X that out, and put that in the subject, give it a name. And I usually just give it the same name of what the subject is. Now, this here, this is a very handy part of this. So now this can only be this 8 characters long. So I'm gonna do sess 2, okay. And I want to make this look a little better here. Here, better. I can make that larger, I think. A little bigger. Make it heading 3. That's fine. Okay. All right. And then now, if you don't put anything in here, so if you leave that blank, it won't let you hit save. Okay. So you have to add a short code. Okay. And then I'll show you how to use that. So we click on save. Okay. And then this now the list of now these are the templates I've already created. And you see here, this is all the shortcuts. Okay. So once you've done that, you can then go back into your inbox. Okay. So let me show you how to use the short code. So we go into compose, and let me just gonna send it to myself. That actually, let me send a couple. That okay, and then all I do now in the body, click. You want to click the backslash or / and type in the short code. Sess2, hit enter, and there it is. Now I take that out. Okay, and this. Okay, that there. Now, what I've done as well is, if you notice at the bottom here, I don't have my name down here because I actually use email signatures. So I can show you if we have time, I can show you how to add that. But I just click on here and just do a PBS. So there's my signature. Okay, and then move this back to the top and click on send. Okay, and then that has that sent it to the people I had in my recipients. Now, so this is great. This template organization is great. I love it. But the one thing to remember with it is that you can use it, and you can use it with a GMAS as well, which I've actually talked about. I've actually done a presentation on that in the past with GMAS. But when you do, so you can use it with GMAS, absolutely. But one of the nice things about MAILVIBES is that it also does email tracking. So if we go into sent, we'll see here, you see there's a check marks here. And so this will actually tell you how many times the email has been opened, okay? But that's only if you use the send button, not this GMAS button. Okay, they could be because the GMAS is a different extension, so that's why it doesn't work with that. Okay, but and then it'll actually tell you how many times they've actually opened the email. Okay, which is nice. Okay, so. Okay, so that's essentially MAILVIBES, which I mean, I just said I love it. It's great. So let me show you how to add email Does anybody have any questions first before I go any further?
I don't know if I did something wrong, but I can't find it on Chrome Web Store, right?
All right. So let me.
I thought I wrote all the notes correctly.
All
And
right.
I put mail, like in the mail, get the mail, vibes,
Yep.
all one word, correct?
Yep. So let me show you. Let me go. Chrome Web Store. Here, you click on extensions. I mean, you can just go to the web store looking for it, but you just click on extensions. And mail vibes.
You can also do that while you're in your email, right? Just go to the right, the three buttons on the right and go down to extensions.
I believe so, right? Yes. Yeah. And then that's what, so.
Oh,
then
so
you,
that's I was looking for the cute little guy. Okay, so that's the only one I saw.
Is yeah. Yeah. So once you actually install it, then you'll get that cute guy.
Okay,
Happy
I
or
apologize. I got that
No,
one. Thank you.
No worries. I appreciate asking. So it's good to know. Yeah. So that's really like one of the things I would highly recommend to anybody that's just starting out, work on being organized in the very beginning. Okay, so get organized now so that when you've been here for a while, you'll already be organized. Because I mean, like I said, especially with your email templates, because like this is just really hard to manage, right? Having them like this is just so hard to manage. And then when you want to get to an email quickly, it's just, you got to look through all of them to find out where it is. And just going into here, you can just click on new template. And then you go over here to the top to templates, and they're all right there. And which makes it like so much easier. And you can just go into here, and you can then also, so when you need to update it, you can just go in here, make the changes, do a save, and it's done, right? Which makes it so much easier. Yeah. Okay. So some of the bugs there are a couple bugs I've noticed in here. I'm not sure, like that, right? So I click on the back button and it just goes blank or empty. When that happens, you just got to click on the inbox and your inbox will come back. So no worries, you didn't lose everything. All right. And then let's see what else we got here.
So are you able to move the templates up and down? You said organized, but if you want like PBS number 1 here, then PBS number 2 right under it, can you move them up and down?
Let's see here. So I know there here settings. There we go.
You see.
Yeah, so you can't move them on. Let's go back here. So let's see.
What's distribution lists?
So that is something included with the premium service where you can actually add a list in here. So I mean, I would compare that to what's the other thing we use? What's the other program we use on our
Response
PBS?
Magic?
Yes, I would say distribution list is like Response Magic.
Got it.
Yeah, I would say it's the same thing. Now, like I said, that's actually included in the premium service. So yeah, so that is, and it's got like analytics in here as well, which is like, it's great. Now, so one of the other things with Mail Vibes that it has is back here, inbox. It does have mass email. But I tried using it, and so I mean, because I have GMass, I didn't bother with it. But I tried to use it, and it gave me let me show you it.
I wonder if that distribution list is for that GMass.
That's absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not for Gmail. It's not, the
No,
distribution
I
list-
mean,
oh, the
the-
mass email.
yeah, mass Gmail. You think that's
Yeah.
what the distribution list is for?
Or possibly, likely, yeah. See, so after I do multiple emails, then it gives me the option to do mass email. Let me just do that one again. Wrong one. You're gonna hit enter, and then if you do mass email, it'll open up. Yeah, so then it opens this up. So it actually splits your mailing list into email batches, and then you can choose, the time in between, and then when you do send, so
So you can't do it all at once.
right, and the reason why it does that is to, as it says, is to prevent Google from penalizing your account, right? So
Okay.
7 minutes, right? And then when I tried it, so let's gonna do that, right? And then we go into, so graph. So we go into, so down on the left here, so after you install MailVibes, it actually gives you a menu, just that, gives you a menu down here. Let me show you in my other one. Actually, close that. So it gives you a menu down here for MailVibes. We can go into mass email. And so this was, here. So I don't know, I haven't really played with it a lot yet, but it looks like what it does is the same thing that we do with text now in any of our texting programs, where it needs to warm up, as it says here, right? And so just sending out a couple emails at a time, kind of spread out. And then yes, once it's warmed up, then you can do more of them at once. But let me see. So what I did, I think I deleted what I deleted it because it didn't work. But it actually gave me a list of the emails that I sent it to, and then I said that they failed. Let me see if I can generate that again. Try to do that again. Okay, so /2, right, and then hit enter. Okay, and then we'll go to mass email. And where I was able, it's like, oh yeah, when you can schedule the time. So change this and just do for today to 9, and then choose time. Let's do it for 2. So it actually allows you to choose specific times. Like I went in here and tried to do like if I try to do 2:29, it'll tell me that's an invalid time, right? See, it won't even let me click on it. This, oh, see, so it's every 5 minutes. 2:28. Do that. See, it's right out. So, oh, let's try that. Yeah, see, so, yeah, so I really, I mean, this was something new that I've just had too. So, let's see, change this. 2:30. Check that. Oh, there. So now I can do a send. Okay, so we'll wait for that. So it's being scheduled, and then at 2:30, I'll go in here and I'll check it to see what has happened and if it worked or not. So that's that. So that's MailVibes. So like, I mean, this is a very loaded extension. It's got a lot of stuff in there. Some stuff I'll use, other stuff I won't use. But yeah, So does anybody have any other questions?
So that email tracking on the bottom left-hand side, if you click on that, will it show this one
So not
12 minutes
yet.
ago? That's the first one.
Yeah.
And
So open. So if I go into that, let's look this up here.
so the tracking will show if it's been opened or not.
Yeah. So let me show you. So if I go into here, there it is. So if I click on that, there, go back in here, refresh it. Email tracking.
There you go.
There, see? So there's this one, right?
hmm
One time. Yep. Nice. Yeah. So I mean that's going to be very handy to have to use, you know. So when you send like, let's say you're on the GOI Alliance and you email somebody the email, you can then look in here to see if they've opened it or what they've done, right? And then how many times they've opened it.
But if you have like 20 people that you're sending it to, it doesn't show which ones opened it, right?
What, right? So if you use, no, I really haven't used the mass email, but I'm sure if you use the mass email, it will. But if you just use a GMass, then it won't because a GMass is a different extension. That's why it doesn't work with that one. But if you use the mass email, then then it'll likely do it because mass email is with MailVibes. So let's see if the other one is going to mass email. See what happened. Sent mails. It doesn't say anything. Campaign email sent today. Where is it going in here? Here. Sent. There it is. That was the one that I sent on 217. So it's not even listed here. So like I said, I mean, I really haven't used mass email a lot.
So the daily warm up is for testing?
For mass email, yeah. Well, no, I think it's just for when you're doing when you start off using a mass email, that's where it's doing the warm up. Right? So when here. Warming up still, right? So warm up email sent.
So there's 41 warm up mails there.
So I don't know exactly. I don't know quite how this one works. It's something that they'll need to play with more. 100% of your warm up emails land in the inbox. So I don't know. I don't even know what those warm up emails are. Right. So because like I said, I mean I installed this for the templates. So that's something that I'll need to look at a little further. But
So
yeah.
this may be something to use in addition to the people, you know, using dial pad. This would probably be beneficial, right?
Yeah, because if you're gonna do it through email as opposed to SMS, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Right, because I think because the dial pad is doing through SMS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, I think this will be very handy tool. Once it kind of
Well, I mean,
more.
the dial pad is SMS, but you know, you got to send out your emails anyway along with them. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure. Yeah, this would be a great tool to use with that. Yeah. So very good. Okay, so let me show you where we do signatures. So I actually have if we went to the go back to compose. I've actually created two different signatures because I also answered the Goya line. And I sent them the email. We don't want to tell them anything about about the PBS and until after they've spoken to the specialist. So I have two different signatures. I got the Goya line signature, which just has my name and my contact information and support contact. And then I have my PBS signature, right, which has my name and my status. Okay, so where you do that is pretty simple. I would go to settings. We want to do CL settings. But back into the inbox. Okay, that's right. I go settings. See all settings. And on the top here, where did I see it? Was it advanced? It's been a while since I did it, but find it here. Oh, you know, just do a search for it. Sorry. And let me just stop this for a second. Just find it here. Sorry, I thought I had it, and it's been a while, so let me just find it. Does anyone else have any questions while I'm looking for it?
You're looking to put the signature in, right?
Yeah. Where is
Yeah.
that again?
I was talking, I didn't realize I was muted.
Sorry, yeah.
So
It's
I
under
was saying
general,
it
right?
was
there it is.
should be under general,
It is, yes. Yeah, that's where it is.
right
Yeah,
at the bottom.
yeah. So let me just share again. Share. And so under general, so go to general and then you scroll down here and so you click on right here. Okay, so this way you can choose it and you can give it a name and then just enter it in here. You can then change the font, the text, and that way you have multiple signatures, right?
And then you can add pictures there too. In addition, you
Yeah.
can put a QR code there if you want. I've
Right,
done that on
absolutely,
mine.
for sure. You can add a link, yeah, for sure. Right? You can add lists in here, which is, and you know what? The reason why this is great is because as you move up from being a student to a CSI to GSI, move up from there. It's doing it this way is much easier to change it one time than going to every email and make a change in there, right? So,
Right.
and as well, you know, if your phone number, you know, if you lose your phone number, you know, just update in here. I just found this way is much easier. Right. And then once again, the way that you
The only thing you want to remember is when you're making a new template to delete that first and then
I
save
know.
the template because you're going to have two signatures when you bring it up the next time.
Yeah, which has happened to me a couple times. Like, oh, I forgot again,
yeah.
right? So yeah, exactly, for sure. So yeah, okay. So that's that. And sequence, yeah, nothing. So I mean, like I said, I mean this MailVibes has a lot of stuff in it that I've never even looked at. But it's a great handy tool. So okay, so that's my presentation. It took a lot less time than I anticipated.
So
very
how
good.
did you find what prompted you to look for MailVibes?
So I just did a Google search. I like because I mean I did a search. I think I did a search for, you know, organizing Gmail templates or moving to Gmail templates, and I found, so I've actually tried a couple different tools, and really this is really the best one I found. And I mean it's I mean it's just so as you said, it's not really organizing, as much as just kind of having a better control of your templates.
Yeah.
Really, that's really what it is really just having control of it, right? And it's just easier to kind of look at the list and then go in, and if you need to make a change, you can make a change without having to actually create a new one, right? Like I said, I mean, like this is just like it's just a mess. Actually, yeah. Like I mean, I spend a lot of time sometimes going through here and then as well saying, okay, well I know it down one, so and then having to go and update it, then having to create a new one, and then old ones are not used anymore. Just having it in here is so much easier, right? No, I'm not sure. So if you just go to new template, like I'm sure there's actually a way to just open up the templates without having to do having to do a new template. I just haven't quite figured that out yet. I just go to new, it's just as easy. And there, yeah. So that's just, I think in here is just much easier. And as well, the fact that it's got a short code that you can just type that in the body and hit enter, and it'll almost right up. Yeah. So I mean, definitely something to play with and to have a look at. And if it's going to help you, then use it for sure.
Great variety is the spice of life, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, a lot of these tips and tricks that we show you, you can use or you don't have to use. If it makes life easier for you, fine. If it gets more complicated, then just don't use it. I mean, we have a basic system, the step-by-step system that you want to use, but these things help you with, to make life better for you, faster. That's what we're trying to do here on Wednesdays, is to give you ideas and different tools to use for your business. It doesn't mean you have to use them, but again, if it makes life easier for you, great.
Yeah, for sure. And also,
I appreciate that. Here's another tool you can add to your arsenal. If you don't use it now, keep it. Like I have, and a lot of people have probably in your My Drive, make a folder for tools. I have it there, and the tools side have the names, and then beside it, I have the URLs to go to that tool. So if you ever want to use it, like you were mentioned, Response Magic, put Response Magic in a folder. And that's actually using a Google Sheet. You just itemize them. And whether
Right.
you use it or not, or today you use it and you don't use it again for a couple of months, you say, where was that? What was it? Just go to your folder and you'll find it. And that's same thing with everything else that you have that you use a lot of, the tools especially.
Yeah.
I love this, guys. Joel, thank you for looking through and
Sure.
finding all this information. I use a lot of the text and send it. I used to send it through SlyText, and I could make an appointment in advance for it to send out each text and everything
Right.
like that. But I didn't have anything for emails, so this is really a good tool.
Sure, no worries, for sure. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that.
Mhm.
Glad I could help. So right here, and then just yellow.
And it's not just for
Hey.
people in Canada.
That's right. That's right. Thanks, I appreciate that. That's right. Yeah,
Joel,
for
is
sure.
there a restriction on how many you can send per day, or is that still restriction by Google?
So I think with this one,
It had the number 7 on the bottom.
right, yeah. For
So
the mass email, I would say, yeah, there, it looks like it does the warming up, and then but I'm not sure what the actual limit is, but so I would say Gmail does have a restriction, so that's why it does a warm up first. But yeah,
Okay, so
that's,
that warm up portion that you showed, does that increase as time goes on?
I believe so, but I haven't had it long enough to actually say yes or no. But yeah,
Okay.
when I was reading it, that's what it looked like from reading it. Yeah, over time it would increase.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that would be a good benefit if you didn't have any limitations on the Gmails that you could send out at one time. But when you were showing us, it did show that in red that you couldn't send out too many. It had that number 7 there, and then it said about not doing too many to get kicked off or something, basically by Google is what it was referring to, right?
Yeah.
So there's still a limit to what you can send.
Right. Exactly. And that. So here. Save. Yeah. So like, yeah. I mean, I just love this. It's great. So
But
okay.
you're going to have to come back and give us an update after next month or two, to see how it's going.
For sure. I will for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And then
See
I
if
mean,
you've learned anything else from it.
absolutely. And I'm gonna play more with the mass email to figure out how that
What's
works
that
more.
analytics?
Oh, analytics. So
Yeah.
that look at that. So
Shows
this
shows when you sent something and the time.
yeah. Oh yeah, see, so it bounced. Yeah, so this is the one. Oh, hey, look at that. Wow. Huh. Yeah, that's what I got. So see, so when I did the mass email, this is what I'm talking about, where it says rejected. No, I'm not sure why it was rejected. Not sure how we got rejected. That's gonna be something within this program. If I click on it, what does it say? Nothing. Doesn't open up. So that's the message that I was talking about, where it says rejected. And I'm not sure why. Coming soon. Yeah, like I don't know. So yeah, so I don't know why that happened. But I
Looks
do know
like
that. Mhm.
I don't know if that actually means rejected or it's in there and it lights up or something if it comes back or there's a number on it. Because
Yeah,
you just sent it to yourself and there wouldn't be any reason for you to be rejected there.
exactly.
Is it an active link where it says rejected?
No, I thought it was.
Yeah.
It looks like it is. It looks like it is, but when I click on it, it doesn't want to see if I click on it.
Yeah. What happens?
Doesn't nothing. That's it. I keep clicking on this and like nothing's happening.
Well, maybe they really weren't rejected.
Yeah.
Maybe
well,
that's
let
just
me
a
see.
section in case it does get rejected.
Let me see.
I think, I don't know.
If I go, let me go to my other email. See here. Yes, yeah, I never.
You received it, right?
No,
Yeah.
not here. We go to my other one. Go to here. Scroll down for now.
Photo app launcher. Vibrate.
Yeah, it's not the one for that. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, see, so I never, so it was at 2:30 and I never received it in here. So it never went through. So it never went through. Just a second here, sorry.
Huh.
Tap to activate.
Well, that's something to keep an eye on too. I mean, with the Gmail, we get that notice underneath, the warning was not able to deliver. That's probably the same thing.
What was that, sorry? Yeah,
Media. Tap to
so I'm not sure why, yeah, so I'm not sure why it got rejected. So it's something we have to look at.
vibrate.
Yeah, so, okay, so,
Right.
wow, yeah.
Power off. Window phone options. Double tap to activate. Double tap and hold to long press.
I hear talking in the background.
Yeah, my wife is,
Oh,
her phone,
oh.
her phone,
I thought somebody here was saying something. I can't
No.
hear.
no, that's my wife's phone. It is giving her issues again.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So,
Anybody
yeah.
have any questions or anything on this or? any suggestions that they've come across, that you've come across, any other tools that would be a benefit to all of us? Preferably the newer students would give us some information if they have seen something or had used something in the past that would be beneficial to PBS as a whole. It's just a good place to present it.
You guys are so quiet today.
Yeah. Hello. Well, knock, knock, knock.
Well, I just want to remind everybody, when you get to the point where you're interested in being trained as an instructor, please get to the IIT meeting tomorrow. The links will be posted. But I just want to remind you guys, let your instructor know that you would like to join the IIT groups, and so they can help you get going.
Yes.
Yeah, and like I said at the beginning, before a lot of people came, you're welcome to, contact us if you have something you'd like to present. We'd be glad to have you do that here.
Great practice for sure.
Yeah.
Lori just reminded me, you needed an NDA signed before you join, for sure. Need to be have your instructor create a card on the instructor board, and they will send you an NDA, which is a non-disclosure document. Just agreeing, it's a DocuSign, just sign it and send it back in, agreeing that you won't share any of the proprietary information that you will be getting access to with anybody else out there who's not a member. And that's really important.
Right. So if you're looking to become an instructor, the first level is the IIT, and you do need that non-disclosure agreement to move forward with that. And like Donna said, we'd get it into the Trello board, get it to the authorities so that they can check it out. You just fill in your basic information on it, and should only take a couple days, if that, to be approved. And then you'll be able to also get on the extra calls that we have during the week at night, Monday night.
Yep.
Any other questions at all? Or we can wrap it up earlier?
I have one question.
Go ahead, Debbie.
On the email, I have the duplicator. Will that work in conjunction with this new one?
Well, if you remember, it's duplicator is another extension. So I don't know if many extensions that work with each other. So you know what I mean. So I mean that's why, like I said, with the template, so you can. So the reason why this works kind of with GMAS is because I use the templates from MAILVIBES. I kind of add the template to my email. Once I've done that, then I can use the GMAS extension. But the email tracking in MAILVIBES won't track the email sent from GMAS because they're two different extensions. Does that make sense?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Anybody else?
Okay, I don't see anything else in chat.
Nobody has any questions. I just want to remind you guys, it's not too late to get your one person either in PBS or your anchors this week. So let's see if we can all get at least one, okay?
Yes. Working on that. See what we can do.
Okay, I'm going to end this recording, and everybody have a great day. See you tonight on what should be another session of SHG. Right? That's tonight, right?
Tonight, or is it DTC? Do we have SHG?
Well, this
Oh,
is
I
the
guess
end
we
of the
have
month,
SHG as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
It may be the wine and dine. Or did they say there was gonna be both of them?
I think the wine and dine is gonna be Saturdays now.
Right, right,
She's doing a wine and dine on the 6th. Tanya is.
right, right. Yeah, next Wednesday,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
That's
she's doing
Yeah,
once a
it's
month.
once a
Next
month.
Thursday.
Yeah,
That's a Thursday.
she'll do an evening wine and dine, but the Wednesday evening is gonna be education.
Right.
So tonight's education, still continuing the SHG most
Correct.
likely.
Correct.
Probably.
You're
Okay,
welcome
guys.
to my Spanish meeting if you want to attend.
Oh, cool.
Let's see what happens. It's my first time. It will be our first time to get together.
Awesome.
Okay. Excellent.
You and all your closest friends, right? You all speak Spanish.
Oh, that's good. Do you
Hey
know,
Rebecca, if you're gonna translate, we'll show up.
you know, the best way to learn is a complete immersion, you know. So if you put yourself right in it, you're gonna learn. But if
Yeah.
you just do a little bit at a time, if you do a little bit at a time, you won't learn as fast. But full immersion is the best way to learn anything. So go to the meeting, just listen to it. You'll learn it eventually.
Well, they are very patient with me. So I said, you teach me Spanish and I'll teach you English. I said,
Great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Okay, folks. Well, hopefully we'll see you here again next Wednesday, same time, same station.
Thank
Meantime,
you.
stay healthy,
yes.
live
Thanks,
long and
guys.
prosper.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Take care.